my name is Sophia the Shadow Hunter, and today I'm doing my book review on The Invisable Furies by Boyne. I really enjoyed this book. It is not what I was expecting at all. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. I finished this book about 3 or 4 days ago, and I've been meaning to get it filmed. I just have not had the time to do so, so I apologize about that. But if you guys have read this book, I'd love to see your comments down below. Now, I love Boyne's books. I've read a lot of them, and there's a couple that I haven't read of his. But I really enjoy this book. It's not what I was expecting at all. It has to do about a young boy who grew up in Ireland, and his mother had him out of wedlock. And so she gives him to this rich family to bring him up and raise him. And he felt like he had quite a normal life. But as he grows up and he becomes friends with this boy, he realizes that he's attracted to men. And at this point in time in history in Ireland, it was not okay. And people weren't out about if they were gay. And so there's the stories about his life, his relationship, and then in the end he ends up finding his mother after all these years, and all the different relationships, his best friends, and how, you know, he was sick of lying about who he was, and he didn't want to lie anymore about who he was to people. He wanted to be honest about who he was and to be open about who he was. And I just loved his writing style. I just love his writing style so much. And something really interesting is that I picked up this book thinking it was going to be more historical, and it wasn't historical. It was historical in the time period of Ireland and the years this book take place. But something very interesting was most all his other books have to do about World War II or the Holocaust. And this book, one of the characters knew Anne Frank's father, and they talked about their grocery store and the Franks and their deaths in the concentration camps, and also a little bit about the Diary of Anne Frank, which I thought that was an amazing part in this book that I really enjoyed. I felt like it kind of brought the book together for me. It was very interesting, and it had really pretty cream pages, and I loved the cover of it. And when I first started reading this book, I had no idea it was about this, and I was like, I hope I still like it, and I did. It was definitely one of the most different kind of abstract books I've read. I've read one other book similar to this, but I like this because it was historical, and it wasn't, I wouldn't think that it was necessary. I mean, it is somewhat promoting, you know, being gay, and that it's okay. But what I do like about this book is it really shows, you know, how these people were really treated badly. And people think that if you aren't okay with people's life choices, that you don't like them, or you hate them, or you judge them. And I know sometimes that is true, but that's not true for everyone. Some people are just trying to help, and maybe they don't go about it right the way, or people are trying to be mean and cruel. And I don't think people should be cruel because people are different. That's wrong. But you have to be very careful, you know, when you're dealing with things like this, and to be able to show them the truth in a very loving and gentle way is very difficult. And it's something that people need to work on, learn how doing about different races, religion, ethnicity, things like that, being able to be loving and kind to people who are different. And so for that reason, I really enjoyed that part of this book. It was also very funny. Some of his writing parts are just hilarious, and I love this book. So if you guys have read this book, please be sure to leave a comment in the comment down below. Please be sure to like this video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe to it, and I'll see you guys next time in another video. Goodbye.